Hello and welcome back to another video. It's been quite a while since I posted one. A few months back I did the 20k challenge. Failed miserably, but I'm back again to try something out for informational purposes. So today's video is going to be focused in on water fasting. And I'm going to try and do a 72 hour water fast. And we're going to see how well this goes for my physique, if there's any real changes in the next couple of days. And I'll try to explain why I'm doing this, one, and two, how it works, and why you should try it or why you shouldn't try it, how I feel, what I'm going through. And then obviously with my physique, you'll see the changes in composition potentially. So right now, I'm gonna go check my weight and give you kind of like an update on how my physique looks right now. And then from there, each day I'll give you some feedback on, again, how I'm feeling and how my training changed and so on and so forth. So for right now, I'm gonna go get my weight checked and I'm gonna let you I'm gonna show you what my physique looks like. Okay, so post-workout and post-working, I still feel pretty good. I still feel pretty good right now, but I think with the workout it did help with suppressing my hunger. I'm gonna try and focus in on my water intake right now. I'm off to my next destination because I have a lot more training today. So it is just about 10 a.m. so that's 2 hours conquered. My fast started overnight Saturday, so that's something I definitely have to note. I believe it was around maybe 10-ish. I know that's not very encouraging. So it's about 12 hours in already, so I got 60 more hours of work. But yeah, I'm gonna be off to my next place. So when you hear from me, it'll probably be after work, and I'll keep you guys updated. Like I was saying, I feel great right now, but I might not feel great in like 10 hours. So I'll see you guys. Oh shit. All right, back home. Now I'm gonna explain some of the details of, the water fast and that. I think it's another way of, creating calorie deficit, but also cleaning out your system in the sense. I'm not the science guy here, but from prior experience trying this before recording this, I have felt like my body was just clean. It just felt clean doing this. So doing it again for informational purposes, like hopefully I can, see a different aspect of it, because every time you do something, there's a different aspect to it. And more importantly, you might have missed something. Right now, yeah, my physique feels great, and I'm not bloated or anything. Nothing crazy right now. Obviously, it's the first day. I usually did like 36, but now I'm gonna go to full 72 hours. So, in essence, when you're doing these water fasts, it's basically creating a deficit. So, say you stay in a maintenance for the other 4 days of that week, right? Then, overall, those first 3 days could have been spaced out between all 7 days of the week and just doing a regular cut, right? But instead, you're doing all your fasting in the first 3 days, staying at maintenance or even a slight surplus for your calories on those 4 days that you're not fasting. And so you will still create a calorie deficit, and the logic behind, doing 3 days worth is that, you'll tap into those fat stores if you continue to train. If you don't train, or you're not really doing anything to elicit like fat loss or anything, then you won't see any changes, right? It'd probably be more negative than good. Just like overeating can be more negative than good. That's why we have surpluses that aren't too high, just eat a bunch of food in a very small period of time. So what I'm trying to get at here is that with the water fast, there's a multitude of reasons why you can try this. Personally, it comes down to lifestyle. If you're not, what's it called, trying to maintain this for months at a time, we're gonna say you're in a cut, right? And you're trying to lose fat specifically, and your body's gonna activate those ketones, to burn more fat by, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck, man, I'm looking for words all day today. I do this a lot. I just don't have the thought process. But body activates ketones because there's nothing left to burn, right, outside of the carbs, and your body's gonna want to preserve protein because you need that muscle to survive. So what does it attack next? It'll attack the fat. So it's just like when you're training, you have the energy from your carbs. Once you burn through all your carb stores, what does that tackle? It tackles the fat. It burns the fat. So this is the same thing, but on a larger scale. And your deficit is drastic for 3 days, and then the last 4 days will be you eating at regular maintenance or even a little bit of a surplus, and then overall for that week you are still in a deficit. So that's kind of the general idea behind it, or at least that's what I'm thinking. Somebody please check me on all this, because this is from experience. It's not from I learned this science background, okay? I'm just a guy filming for you guys to learn about this stuff. So right now I'm gonna carry on. I'm gonna go do some more work, and I'll update you guys before I go to bed. No physique update until tomorrow morning. It might be early when you get the physique update, it might be later. Because of work, I get up very, very early, so it'll be hard to see my physique at that point. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the evening. Okay, last update for today. I've completed my first day. Technically, I have 2 more hours. It's around 8 p.m. right now, so I just gotta hold off. Typically, these water fasts can last from as little as 24 hours to 72 hours. You don't really want to do more than 72 hours because, adverse side effects and all that. I'll explain that tomorrow. I'll do some more research on that. But I don't feel too bad. I'm not hungry. And yeah, today went pretty smooth, except for, noon when I had a little bit of hunger for the most part. But got some more water to drink for the rest of the day. Probably gonna do a little bit more work, and then I'm gonna clock out soon because I have to wake up pretty early tomorrow. Anyways, stay with me here. I'm gonna get through this, and you guys will see the end result in my physique. So keep it looking. Okay, it is just past the halfway point. This morning, as you saw, I checked my weight, 5 pounds down, probably mostly water weight, so no big deal, right? Let's see how it looks after the next 24 hours. So tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'll give you another update on how much weight I've lost. And so far, I'm starting to slow down. My energy is definitely lower than usual. I'm not hungry. That's the most important part, I think. I'm not hungry, but my energy is very, very low right now. And I'm gonna be training in about an hour, so that will obviously be the next clip. But just wanted to give you the confirmation that I've reached the 36 hours so far, and at 36, hopefully I can get to the next 36. yeah. For the most part, I can't really speak on anything else outside of how I'm feeling. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But just wanted to check in with you guys. Make sure you guys know that I'm not just bullshitting this, because I'm fucking exhausted, bro. But yeah, the next clip will be me training legs. It'll be focused in on quads, so heavy leg press, and then the rest will ensue. So enjoy the next clip. Putting some music in the background, shutting up, no voiceover. Yeah. Okay guys, last update for the day. I am about to clock out for the day. I usually don't sleep this early, but I'm way more exhausted than I expected to be. The training, like I said, went well, but I had some side effects, like my legs and my arms, like specifically from the knee down and from the elbow down. I've had kind of like this aching pain, and I don't know if that's because I pushed too hard while in a fatigue state, or if it's just from, just being dehydrated and depleted of energy. I'm sure that's the reason why, because it never happened before. But yeah, I just didn't want to walk or stand or hold anything, or like even get back to the apartment. So I won't say it's dire, but I'm probably gonna tap out tomorrow morning, call it at 60 hours maybe. We'll see where I'm at when I get there. I'll probably be training in the morning again, so I probably won't film that one. I just want to show you what my leg day's like, and the focus for my new program, for my personal program. But yeah, I'm not hungry, still not hungry. I checked my weight just before. I'm down another 2 pounds. I'm at 173 pounds, 173.8 pounds now. I was at 180 that Sunday morning after that last full day of eating up till 10 p.m. Saturday night. So it is Monday night right now, and we'll see where I'm at the end of Tuesday. I'll keep you guys updated. Keep it locked. Heading to sleep. Peace. So this is the last check-in of the day. You saw my physique change over the last 2.5 days. Roughly lost about 9 pounds in the last 2 nights of fasting. Full 2 days of water fast, the overnight fast starting at 10 p.m. Saturday night, all the way till Tuesday right now, 10 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, it is time to officially break this fast. So I'm gonna chomp down on this banana to confirm I am quitting at 60 hours of fasting, all right? How I miss, holy fuck. I miss food. I missed it. This is what I needed. Fast, officially broken. So I'm just gonna go over all the things I was feeling throughout the experience. First night, obviously I was still on a full stomach. I was good. Woke up that Sunday, went to work, was good. Had the cravings around noon on Sunday because that's typically when I eat after I train or something. Well, no, Monday, that's when that happened. Sunday I was all over the place. I was just training, and I was, working with clients. So that day was pretty packed full, and I just stayed working. I felt pretty good that day. Monday had some issues, had some serious issues. It really kicked in, and yeah, after I trained, I even had a little bit of a situation. My hands are pretty cold, my feet are pretty cold. I'm thinking it's something on the lines of anemia. I don't want to say it is. I probably have an iron deficiency right now, so leafy greens are on the menu throughout the day. But yeah, I felt super lethargic going into the end of Tuesday, and I convinced myself to finish the 48 hours and convinced myself to carry over and see out 60 hours at least. So I don't think I'll ever do this really again, and if I do, I actually don't know why I would. Maybe for like a photo shoot or something, so I look my best. But yeah, I got a little bit leaner. I lost 9 pounds. First day was 5 pounds, and then this morning, first night was 5 pounds. Properly dieting or properly fasting, and then last night, Monday to Tuesday, lost another 3.8, so about 4 pounds there. And yeah, my physique didn't change that much. My strength didn't decrease that much either. I was still pushing the same weight. I think people get the misconception that when you do a fast, you're gonna lose all your muscles overnight or something. It just doesn't happen. I mean, fucking still here, right? But for the most part, that was an interesting experience to say the least. Last time I did a fast like this was about 36 hours, so overnight and then full 24 hours to the morning. So I won't complain. I mean, I don't feel bad except for the cold hands and feet, the aching hands and feet that I have at the moment. Or really it's the forearms and like the Achilles area somewhat. But I'm gonna carry on with my day. I'm gonna enjoy an actual day of eating. Again, if you were to do this for 48 to 72 hours, you have to think the rest of the week you can eat at a normal rate or even in a surplus and still be in a deficit for the whole week in theory, right? But you don't want to go over or off the rails and eat 1,000 calories over. Then you're basically kind of wasting the 3 days that you just drink water, right? And the objective is to kind of activate ketones, something like that, so that you're only really burning fat when you're exercising because you're out of carb stores and your body wants to preserve proteins to stay, alive. But I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing this, 1, and 2, if you do this, please check in with your doctor. I didn't. I just went for it. I'm fine to the most part, but yeah, won't do this again. So, if you like the video, obviously, drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more.